Hey, welcome back. This is the second video. The first video we went over sex and the hormones that lead us to having sex, which lead us to having babies. And this video is going to be talking about the female productive organs, the external and the internal productive organs of the female body. So, let's start with the external sex organs. So, we have the vulva, and the vulva consists of the labia, the vagina opening, the urethra, and the clitoris. So, the labia, there are actually two, and they're lips. I'm going to just use basic terms. The big lips, the small lips. And the main purpose is to cover and protect our vagina opening, as well as our urethra opening, which is where we pee from. It's the hole where we pee from. And the clitoris, you guys need to know your clitoris. It is very special. It is the female version of a penis, except for it's 10 times better. So clitoris comes from a Greek word, clitoris, and it means like the key or the knob, the hook. And I thought that was pretty awesome because the key, yeah, the clitoris is the key to a successful, pleasurable sex life. And it's amazing. Your clitoris is like 4 inches long. Yes, 4 inches long. It acts the same as a penis. It gets hard, erects just like a penis. Although it's 4 inches long, only a quarter of our clitoris is actually showing. And there's nicknames for it, and they usually call it the iceberg, the tip of the iceberg, right? Because, obviously the iceberg, there's so much underneath the water. So there's so much underneath our bodies, and it's like 4 inches, but only a quarter is showing. But even though there's a quarter of it showing, it's still very, very powerful sex organ. So, just so you know, by the time you hit your 40s, your clitoris is going to get probably around 2.5 times bigger in the 40s. And that's why actually women in their 40s and older have more orgasms, and they achieve their orgasms a lot quicker than women that are 30 years or younger. Isn't that crazy? Never thought of that, but it's good to learn something new. Also, on top of that, we have 8,000 nerve endings in our clitoris. Wow. And men only have 4,000. Boo. Come on, you guys. We have 8,000. Maybe that's why women over 40, achieve orgasms a lot quicker, because it's bigger. And you got to remember, when we achieve our orgasms, even though it's 8,000 nerve endings, it spreads out to 15,000 other endings. So, oh my goodness. So get to know your clitoris. It's something special, and it's a part of you. And if your man doesn't know what he's doing, show him where he needs to find the key. Anyway, so there are women, only around 65% of women experience orgasms. 70% of women need clitoris stimulation to get or achieve orgasms. Some women will not even experience orgasms. There are 4 kinds of different orgasms: vaginal, cervical, G-spot, clitoral orgasms. The clitoris, if you get your orgasm through stimulation through your clitoris, it lasts up to 2 minutes. It's actually longer than men orgasms. And yes, women can have multiple orgasms. And 60% of women actually ejaculate. But you just don't know. Like, some women just don't know. What else? Oh, yes, women. I know we talked about the hormone oxytocin in the last video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's great. But women also release oxytocin when they have an orgasm. So oxytocin is the love hormone. Oh, I trust you. I'm connecting with you. That hormone, right? And men release more of dopamine hormone when they have an orgasm. Those are two different things. The dopamine hormone is the feel good, addicted hormone. But men do experience oxytocin when they become sexually aroused. So, with that said, I want you to think about that. Ladies, your brain can't tell the difference between you having sex with someone you really love, like, because it's releasing oxytocin, man you love, and a man you just sleeping with, like your sleep buddy, right? You will release oxytocin every time, no matter if it's a man you love or sleep buddy, when you have an orgasm. So your brain is releasing hormones that makes you attached to the person that you're sleeping with. While the man is getting pleasure hormone, all this feels good. It's not until the man has oxytocin and vasopressin hormones that allows him to stay faithful. I don't want to say allows him. I don't like that, because I feel like even though we have hormones, we're smart. We know what we're doing. Your actions speak louder than words, people. Okay. But it's the hormone that helps contribute to a man staying faithful to his partner. Okay. Low levels of vasopressin, most likely he'll cheat. But I do hope and I think that we are evolved enough to know that our action speaks louder than words. So ladies, if he keeps cheating on you, if he watches video and says it's because my low vasopressin hormones, babe, it's because, no, just leave him anyway, please. Okay, anyway. So that is our external organs, the vulva, which are the labia, the vaginal opening, the urethra, and the clitoris. So the internal reproductive organs are the vagina, the cervix, the uterus, the fallopian tubes, and the ovaries. So the vagina is 3 to 5 inches long in grown women. And it can become longer as you become aroused. Obviously, it needs to get longer because some men are, most men, longer than 3 to 5 inches, right? So you accommodate the man's penis coming inside you. The vagina walls expand and contract, which makes sense. I mean, you have a baby going through there, you have a penis going through there. So it needs to expand and contract. And when you have an orgasm, obviously it contracts. The walls of the vagina contracts. Your cervix, it's no wider than a straw. But as we know, it can get pretty big because the baby needs to come through. Your uterus is one of the strongest muscles in the female body. It expands from an orange to a watermelon as you become pregnant, and when I look at myself, my stomach was bigger than a watermelon, but it's amazing that it can be that small, right? And then boom, that big, and it can hold a baby and help you push the baby. It's amazing, amazing muscle. And the fallopian tubes transport your eggs to the uterus. And the ovaries, right, produces estrogen. We talked about that. Progesterone, we talked about that. And your eggs. So this video, I'm trying to keep these videos short to keep your attention span, completes the information for the external and the internal sex organs. And the next video, we're actually going to talk or continue to talk about the hormones and talk about the sperm, the eggs, and ovulation. We'll be talking about what happens. Well, I know you guys know what happens, but go into more detail, go into the background of eggs developing, why, ovulation, how to track it, the proper way to track it, how you can tell, just looking at your body, feeling your body if you're ovulating and stuff like that. So we'll be talking more about that. If you have any questions or want to learn more or anything, let me know. I do have pictures on my page, so you can look at your, you can look at your own self, but if you want to look at pictures, it's animated drawings of the clitoris and stuff like that, as well as the fallopian tubes, the cervix, the vagina, and stuff like that. Just click on the pictures that I have on the Nesting Stage Facebook page. They're available for you to use. Until then, I see you next time. You guys have a wonderful day. Please tag, share, invite, everything. I need all the support. I really, really appreciate it. All right. Peace out. Bye.